From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza, it's Today with Hoda
and Jenna.
It all starts right now. Hey everyone, it is Thursday, July 25th. Y'all, the studio is on fire because our girl Donna is here.
I know. I said stop, but keep it coming.
She is filling in for Hoda, who is already, living her
She is
life.
having the best time.
I'm loving. If you guys don't follow Hoda on social media, you don't even need to watch the Olympics, although you should, because I feel as though I'm in her suitcase.
I know.
Hanging with her.
And also, everything she posts, everyone loves it. She could post a trash bag in Paris.
No, but she's got, it's this whole vibe.
It's amazing. She's just having the time of her life.
I know.
And that's why we love watching her.
What's going on? How's summer, Donna?
Summer has been great. It's been kind of one of those summers where I feel like I'm owning my power a little bit.
Let's go, girl.
Let's go.
So is it cowgirl summer or brat summer or hot girl?
I think it's a mix of brat meets empowered, which brat is a little empowered.
Yeah.
But I think brat is also reckless.
Yes.
We're not totally reckless.
Good.
We're in control.
I like it.
But, we're having fun. We're saucy.
Let's go. And I also like how you're saying we, because it makes me feel like I'm saucy.
Well, you are.
Ish.
Yeah, and
I actually feel like I'm having a cat wife summer.
Well,
a cat mom summer, because all I'm doing, well, you know what, guys, to have that prep today, you just know.
I remember when that was happening.
Yeah. Well, I said I was going to do it like everything else,
Swift.
and then I didn't do it for months and months later.
Right, but it worked. It stuck. Actually, I think someone else is having a cat girl summer.
Well, that's true, but before we get into that, we got to talk about Billie Eilish.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
Because she recently appeared in Elle Magazine's Phoning It In segment. This is the best segment of all time.
I know, I love it.
They actually prank famous friends, and in this one, she pranked Margot Robbie.
Check it out.
I have a really weird question.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to shoot a music video tomorrow, but
Amazing.
the location, this is so crazy, I'm so sorry. The location fell through, and I was wondering if we could shoot it at your house.
I ordinarily would say, but we are packing up our house tomorrow.
Margot, I'm pranking you, and they're forcing me to ask you these questions. I'm so sorry.
Okay, first of all, I love that she actually did a great job setting up the prank.
Well, this is my pranking problem.
I know.
Is that I immediately laugh before I even start.
You already have the twinkle that you're ready to get your prank
I'm
on.
ready to prank. I think we're going to prank.
I think we should prank. Should we prank Hoda?
Let's prank Hoda. Okay, Hoda is not watching our show because she's in Paris. Now, can anybody do the math on the world clock about what time it is there? Because she may be sleeping.
I think it's 4 p.m.
It's 4.
Yeah.
Again, she may be sleeping.
4 p.m. East. Yes.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to pretend you didn't show up.
Okay.
Even though you're right here. And that we need to have Hoda FaceTime in. Okay?
Yeah.
Meredith,
okay,
does that sound good?
We're going to call her. We'll say, you're on air right now.
We're calling her now.
But I'm not here.
It's busy?
Signal.
Who is she talking to?
1998.
Hold on. Absolutely not. It's ringing. Okay, let's go. Can y'all hear it?
I don't hear anything yet. Oh, here we go. It's ringing.
If she doesn't answer,
She has to.
she knows what time it is.
VIP caller.
She's probably at the gym.
I think she's running along the Seine.
She might be eating a croissant.
I take your call right now.
No, absolutely not. Hold on, one more time. I don't take no for an answer.
Okay, so she's either eating a croissant, running along the Seine,
Wait.
maybe having a cocktail.
Shh.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, okay, hold on. You're on air.
What?
You're on air. I was worried about that. I have bad news, and I'm serious. Donna had to leave. I don't have a co-host. Can you FaceTime?
Wait, what?
Can you FaceTime in? I need you.
Right now?
Yeah, can you do it right now? I need you.
I'm doing it. Hold on.
Wait, I love you. JK!
I'm here!
It's a prank. We just wanted to see what a good friend you are, and it turns out you're the best. Oh.
Accept it.
You're the best friend.
Hoda, I'm here!
Okay, Hoda, we've been, first of all, this was a prank and you've frozen. But second of all, your content, we're living for it.
Love it.
And don't say anything, but have you seen the season finale of Presumed Innocent?
La, la, la. No, I haven't seen it yet. I can't listen. I can't listen. I can't listen.
Do not listen.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Hoda, love you. And
We love you.
You know I wouldn't miss this.
She's in her hotel room. And by the way, the fact that you were going to fill in on your own show.
Hoda is the MVP.
The best.
Gold medal.
Love
we
you.
Love you.
That was her hotel room.
Worked. Wow. You're good at pranks.
Okay,
that was fun.
She said HE double hop hockey
Yeah,
sticks,
she did. But you know what? At least it was that.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we were talking about Catgirl Summer, which is what I'm having.
You're having it. So Halle Berry is actually having it.
Yes.
She celebrated her role as Catwoman turning 20 by posing with some cats.
Okay, so she's 57 years old. She's hot as can be.
She is so hot.
She posted this. It's a feline littered Instagram carousel, captioning the photo, and still meow. Do you think those are her? Y'all, I'm not recreating this picture. I know that's what you want, and the answer is no.
Her comment said her cats don't even know. I've never wanted to be a cat until now.
Somebody said this is the first time I've been jealous of a cat, which is so weird because if you have cats, you're jealous of cats every day.
Okay.
All they do is sleep, eat, relax,
true. That's true.
lounge by the air conditioner when it's hot. When they're cold, lay in the sun. Don't you always want to be a cat?
Yes, except I don't like to get all up in the cat's business.
Wait, you posed with a cat once?
Well, okay, so growing up, I had a cat.
I was confused.
Not sexy, but like that. That's my cat Whiskey that I had growing up, and I loved Whiskey. I actually used to, she shed a lot, so I remember vividly I had this one shirt that I would change into every time I would want to like snuggle up with her and just like I would hold her so close. Because you didn't want to ruin the shirt even as a child? Well, no, it wasn't that I didn't want to ruin it. It was that I got grossed out by all the hair.
Yeah.
But you know how
we give our cats haircuts.
You do?
Mm-hmm. They go to the salon.
So were you saying that Whiskey wasn't groomed enough?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Well, and it's Mila's job to go out and brush her every day.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No. I think I promised my parents upon getting a cat that I would do such things.
But they also get summer cuts.
And I never fulfilled that. And I don't think we did that.
Well, maybe that was your last cat.
But do you like...
Was Whiskey your last cat?
It was.
Okay, well.
I don't think I'll get another one.
Why?
Because I was so sad when she died.
I know, but girl, you still gotta live.
I know, but also,
still gotta
wait,
let love
here's
into
what I
your
will
life.
say. Okay, this is unlikable,
Yeah, right,
but like,
right,
I
Gavin?
do not, yeah, that's true. That is a theme.
Okay.
But I just do not really like the cat food grosses me out.
You don't have to use wet cat food. We don't.
You don't?
We'll
I thought
talk
you
about this
did.
later. Okay, you guys, I am so excited because it is almost August and I have the best pick for you. Drum roll, please.
Okay.
Okay, it is The Wedding People by Allison Espak. You guys, this is the perfect way to wrap up your summer read. To me, this is the perfect beach read. Do you want to know why?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I also love the title.
It's so good. And what about the cover?
Yeah, I love the cover.
So we meet our protagonist, Phoebe, who in a very dramatic fashion has gone off to a fancy hotel in Newport. She arrives to find that the whole hotel has been rented out for a wedding. She's the only one that is not a guest. We meet the bride, who is frantic, a little bit of a bridezilla, and the only thing that she hasn't accounted for is this woman, so they make this unusual friendship. She asks her to be part of the wedding. It is all about new beginnings,
love this.
new loves. It's about loss. It's about meeting people who change our lives forever in the most
like that.
unexpected ways. It is fun. It is hilarious. It is romantic, and I promise you'll love it. The book is in stores next Tuesday. It's also available for pre-order.
Yes.
Now, y'all get it now. We're giving you time so y'all can read with us all August long. Go to your local indie bookstore or scan that QR code on the screen.
And by the way, these go fast, so I'm going to take this one because this feels very much the stage that I'm in.
I hope y'all love it. Okay, the last thing, guys, we are throwing.
We started with Hoda, we're going to end with Hoda.
Yes, we are. We are throwing a huge birthday party for Hoda's 60th, and we want you to be part of it.
Yes, so come celebrate with us on the Plaza on Monday, August 12th. Just head to our website and register for a fan pass. You guys, this is going to be something you don't want to miss.
It's going to be so much fun. Come hang out with us. Y'all, we have got a great show for you today. The new celibacy trend, why more and more women are taking a break from sex.
Yeah, plus the fun viral debates that have the internet divided right after this.
Good job.
We did it.
Yay! There are some heated debates causing a stir on social media right now, and we want to get in on the fun with our series,
The Internet's Divided. So here to fill us in is Today Digital Editorial Director Ariana Davis. Hi, Ariana.
Hi, guys.
Okay, we love your bringing us like the goodness from the internet.
Yes.
The division.
Or like the division.
Yeah.
Well, the division that feels
division.
That's
fun.
not, yes, the fun division.
Not the serious division.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us about the, for example, the sundress
the
division.
very serious sundress debate. So the New York Times recently did a quiz, and it asked the question, what constitutes a sundress? It sounds like a very simple question, but people have very strict rules.
I get it.
Some people feel very strongly that like a sundress has to be sleeveless, has to be bright colors, has to be floral. Other people are like, any dress that you want to wear in the summertime, that is a sundress. So
I am with the second group 100%.
Really?
Yes.
Me too.
But I know.
Like, I think you're wearing a sundress.
Yeah, like this is a sundress. But like if I was wearing like a black,
Well,
like,
do you think I'm wearing a sundress?
I think that's a
sundress. Yeah, but
Do you think I am?
No.
Oh my God, everyone just said no, kind of rude.
Yeah, everyone was like, yeah.
Well, I think it's because the one sleeve.
But here's the thing, I would wear this as a sundress, like if I wanted to.
It's a summer dress, but not a sundress.
Yeah, I think you're right. I actually don't know that this is a sundress either. I think a sundress is like a little bit more flowy.
Yeah, like
I love that the internet loves to talk about these important things.
Yes,
so what
very
does our
important.
poll say?
So our poll, 70% of people said they agreed that there are strict rules about their sundress. Yeah.
See, I know that people feel that way, and whenever I go to a shower, it's like sundress attire, and
You're not really a sundress
I'm not
wearer.
really a sundress
Well,
person.
you know what?
Well, you look
Stay
great.
true to
Thank
yourself,
you.
Donna. Stay true.
Fashion
Be
here.
you.
Okay, what's the next one?
So the next one, stick with me for a little bit because this requires a little setup. So Jake Shane, he's an influencer. He recently
he's funny.
posted that he was at Sugarfish, which is a sushi restaurant, and he wanted a side of rice, which was only available on the kids menu, and they said, no, you can't order that because it's on the kids menu. He then posted this whole exchange with the restaurant where he was like, listen, I just want a side of rice, even though it's on the kids menu. He even wrote a poem asking them if they would consider. They wrote a poem back. The poem was something like roses are red, violets are blue, sides of rice at Sugarfish are for kids, not for you. Like, it was kind of savage. So everyone was loving this whole exchange, and it caused a lot of debate. I should mention, Sugarfish did say it's like their restaurant policy just to to avoid too much ordering of sides of rice, that they keep it to just the kids menu.
I like that he wrote, are we beefing to Sugarfish?
Yes, yeah, he truly is like beefing with them.
I think you should absolutely be able to order from the kids menu.
Me too.
I sometimes like to do that. Just if I want a smaller portion.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I'm not as hungry or something.
I mean, he wants rice.
Yeah.
You know? He just wants rice. Like, I feel like we should just give the man some rice.
But yeah.
It's not like he's asking like for the salmon on the kids menu
Right.
for a cheaper price. He just wants rice plus his sushi.
And like, I love the creativity of a poem, but like, if you got that kind of time, just give the rice.
Just give the man his rice.
Yeah. Well, what are you hearing?
90% of people from our poll were with us. They said, just give the man his rice. Just let him
It's just
order.
rice.
I wonder if they'll change now.
Probably not. Yeah. Okay. And so tell us what else is up. I heard there's a new drink.
There's a new drink in town, thanks to TikTok, of course. I brought us some tasters.
right
it is
here.
called a fluffy Coke, and this trend has been going viral largely thanks to there's a woman named Emma Grace and her Me Mama who tried this concoction. It's essentially just ice, marshmallow fluff, and Coca-Cola. So of course people are divided on this one because some people are like, this sounds delicious and I love Me Mama and Emma
I love
Grace.
Me Mama.
I mean, yeah,
but
ditto,
others are
but
like,
this
this
looks
just
kinda
sounds like
gross.
it's just sugar in a cup.
I'm 100% into Me Mama. I don't know that I'm into this, but should we taste it? Cheers.
Let's give it a little taste.
I haven't had marshmallow fluff in a
It
long time.
reminds me of like field trips.
Sorry, did you see that?
Did you spill?
No, I didn't. I spit.
I really only taste the Coke.
It kind of tastes like a cream soda, like a light, like a little bit like.
I don't
cream soda.
dislike it.
Yeah,
I don't either.
It's sweet, but
like, would I make
I
this
don't
for
really taste the
myself?
fluff.
Probably not. But,
No.
Yeah.
But do you remember PB and Fluff sandwiches?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
loved
that was a
those.
90s thing. I feel like. For
Well,
totally
so
was.
what did the poll think?
So 70% of people said they would absolutely not try this drink, but they might want to change their minds. I don't know. It's not
Yeah,
terrible.
I encourage the 70% to give it a whirl.
Yeah,
why
give
not?
it a try. Live a little.
Thank you so much, Ariana. And to get in on these viral debates, go to today.com/poll.
Thank you, honey. Coming up next, the growing trend of celibacy, what some folks are saying about why they're skipping sex. Right after this.
I feel like you're a brat. I feel like
Yes, she is.
Coming up tomorrow.
One of the hottest comedians around, Hannah Berner.
Plus, how one company is revolutionizing fashion.
And best-selling authors Emma Straub and Jasmine Guillory share their favorite summer reads.
It's all Friday on Hoda and Jenna.
Now to a growing trend where women are changing the way they approach relationships and intimacy.
Yeah, many are choosing to forego sex in order to focus on themselves, and they're speaking out about it. Let's take a look.
For many, it's a summer of celibacy. Headlines everywhere with one of the hottest conversations this season. Sexless by choice. Celebrities like Tiffany Haddish.
I'm learning and activating and actually using boundaries. Yes, boundaries.
Julia Fox.
2.5 years and no action.
And Lenny Kravitz are sharing their decisions to forego that level of physical intimacy.
I want to talk about my experience going celibate.
And social media is, of course, right on trend. One by one, women sharing their choice to decenter potential partners and instead focus on themselves.
My name is Mandana. I'm 28 and I've been celibate for 3.5 years. After my last relationship ended, I kind of realized that I had a lot of work to do on myself. I'm not gonna lie, the first year was probably the hardest. The number one thing that I did was remove people from my life that I thought weren't serving me. And then the next thing that I did was I truly just dove into self-help books, podcasts to kind of help motivate me. People always ask me, do you miss the physical aspect of any relationship? And the truth is, yes. I think that as humans, we crave intimacy, but I needed it, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made for myself, because during these 3.5 years, I have not only built my business from the ground up, but I've also kind of built a healthier relationship with myself, and truly understanding that you need to set healthier boundaries if you want to be in a healthy relationship.
I'm Loren. I've been celibate for a couple months, but I plan on doing it for 1 year minimum. This is not about hating men. This is just about loving yourself and taking care of yourself. It's even more important as a single mom especially to show my kids a healthy mother and healthy relationships. I'm at a place where I'm just kind of quitting a lot of things that aren't serving me. I'm taking a break from alcohol, taking a break from sex. I'm very excited about the future because I think pulling away from things that currently aren't serving me are just gonna open me up for a lot of opportunities and room for friendships and other healthy things that I need right now.
Hi, my name is Ella Freeman. I'm 24 years old and I was celibate for 3 years. I definitely wanted to have more control in my relationships. I didn't really specify a time frame. It just happened to be 3 years. Throughout those 3 years, yes, I've dated, but at the same time respecting my boundaries and respecting the rules that I set for myself. So after those 3 years, I found myself very secure and very confident in my behavior overall. I see celibacy as a vehicle to find yourself, to figure out the things that you like. At the end, you have gained self-respect and control. So I think it's a beautiful journey that everyone at least should do it once in their lifetime. I recommend 100% to everyone.
And Mandana Zargami, Loren Charles, and Ella Freeman are here. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you? Okay, while you were watching yourselves talk about something so intimate and personal, are you like, I can't believe I'm doing this on TV?
Honestly, I talk about this on TikTok all the time, but I never thought in a million years that I would be on national television talking about celibacy.
No, honestly.
I know, and I think it's great because you're contributing to making something sort of acceptable in society. And it does not need to be acceptable in society for you to pursue something, but it does help. And people are opening up about their journeys too. What have you seen as the benefits?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm closer to God. That might sound kind of ridiculous, but taking time to really focus on myself. You know, there's so many aspects to being healthy, and I think being spiritual and following your spiritual, whatever it may be, is good for your health.
Yeah.
And I feel more connected than I ever am to my true self and to God.
And you also are a mom. Have you found that helpful in kind of these boundaries with your kids?
I want to show my kids healthy love, healthy relationships, and it's my job to be an example. Kids don't listen to what you say, they follow what you do. So until I think I'm at the point, I just know that I need to step away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regroup.
I'm curious, how was it received when you were dating? Ella, you said that you were dating during this time.
So for me, I was pretty, I didn't disclose that with the people I've dated. I reserved it for myself. So, but, you know, the time I was celibate, actually that journey made me ask questions and kind of see people's intentions, right? And honestly, given that time for myself and not being intimate and not engaging into kissing, having sex, and stuff like that, actually, like, it opened up people. It opened up my eyes and like made me realize what are the intentions of people.
Yes.
So yeah.
I mean, and it let you focus on yourselves, which we're going to talk about. You guys are going to stick around, and we're going to be joined by sex educator Emily Morse to guide other women who may be considering this right after this.
So hard.
Let's go. We're back now talking about a growing number of women who have chosen to pursue a path of celibacy. Before the break, you met three of them: Mandana Zargami, I hope I said that right, Loren Charles, and Ella Freeman.
Yeah.
Mandana.
You got it.
I got it. Okay, and joining the conversation?
Yes, sex educator and author of Smart Sex, Emily Morse. She's also the host of the very popular podcast called Sex with Emily. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, so to have your perspective,
Yes.
you've just listened to these three incredibly independent women talk about their stories. What do you think it's important for people to know who are thinking about becoming celibate?
I think that it's important to do it for the right reasons. You don't want to be peer pressured into it, or it's the cool new trend and I'm just going to say that I'm celibate, but really I'm going to date. I think anytime we want to make a major change in our life, we really have to restructure our entire lives to kind of fit into that place. So I think have an accountability partner, have a friend, someone that you talk about, have a community. I mean, I think that just because you're going celibate, it's still important to have a community because we still want connection. And so I'm actually building I have an online community that people can come on and talk about their sex lives or their lack of sex lives and what they're working on right now to become a better version of themselves. And, you know, we take away all that noise from dating, and, you know, dating's broken for a lot of people.
Well,
so
how do you think people opening up about celibacy is changing the sex culture for the younger generations? Because I think growing up, you know, as early as high school, sex can sometimes be associated with negative emotions too, like embarrassment or shame.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, I think that, you know, for so long, I think that women have had this compulsory need to date and to have sex. That's just like, well, we can't be single. We got to keep going on this, you know, dating treadmill. And so now to say, you know what, I'm going to take a beat and I'm going to take some time. I mean, I think it's great if the younger generations, I mean, this is such a better choice to be intentional about the sex we're having or the dates we're going on, rather than, oh, I need to always be dating, always be out there. I love that. It's like that you guys are actually thinking about it and making choices that work for you.
And let's hear from you guys too. I mean, how do you feel? What has changed since this has happened for you?
Yeah, so I always say that people want intimacy without love, and you cannot have one without the other. And unfortunately, in this generation, it's really hard to find people that actually want to genuinely get to know you instead of want to experience you.
Yeah.
And I think that's a major reason why I decided to go celibate for myself, was to not only focus on me, set boundaries, be good to myself.
Yeah,
you know,
and your business has grown.
Exactly, and like learn to foster healthier relationships, not only like with men, but also with my girlfriends too.
Yeah.
That's the foundation for building healthier relationships with other people, and then also building your business.
Loren, what about for you? What have you found to be beneficial in all this?
Well, the dating culture is just so bad in our country right now, and it's really unfortunate.
Because of the swiping, the swiping?
The swiping and social media, it's become an addiction.
A game, yeah.
It's an addiction for men and women, probably in different ways. But, you know, women, everyone loves validation.
Yeah.
And you get kind of addicted to validation, but if you don't have validation from yourself, or if you're relying on other people constantly to give you validation, it's not true care for yourself. When that person gets ripped away, your whole world crumbles because you put so much of your belief in what they tell you are.
Well, it seems like the basis of this choice, which I love the word choice, because it's all about just doing what you want to do authentically. But, you know, it's also about choosing to find yourself. And I think that this has been sort of, it seems like, the path to finding yourself for you all.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually my case, because I did it obviously because I didn't want to get pregnant. You know, being so young. Went with my freshman year in college, and so I did it mainly because, you know, that. Yeah. But also finding myself, getting control over myself. Yes. And the amazing things that I found and I learned, you know, through my celibacy journey, it's obviously self-discipline. Yeah. Self-control. And above everything, self-love. Yes. Because I'm no longer giving myself away to people that don't deserve me. Yes. So instead, I'm keeping, you know, all the energy, beautiful, feminine, divine energy to myself.
Oh, I love
and
that.
And Emily, how important is self-love in sex journey?
Oh my God, it's so important. I mean, self-love is really part of the entire game. If we really have to learn, and some people will say, oh, I got if I love myself, even like yourself, self-acceptance, working on becoming more fuller, having full lives, doing things that we love, that also builds confidence.
Well, and that's what all of these women are doing.
You are all doing the work. You're not just saying, like, I'm not doing it, but I'm going to, you know, sit in front of the TV. Like, you've all made really major, nothing wrong with the TV. We love the TV. You know what I mean? You all really made some changes in your life, and you can see just in a short amount of time, you've been doing it for a few years. I think it's incredible, and really self-love, this is sort of the opposite of that. We are looking for validation, and we're dating, and we're out there, and we're like, I got to get something, I got to have a partner to feel whole. Then we get to say, you know what? There's none of that. I'm going to take it inward. I'm going to, you know, fill up my own cup.
Yeah, well, that's so great. Thank you, ladies, for being here so bravely and sharing your stories. Keep it up. You're incredible.
Like to say we're the choosers, and thank you for sharing your choice today.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you.
Thank y'all. So coming up next, summer grilling.
Yeah, Pitmaster Rodney Scott whips up some delicious barbecue.
That's a turn.
Honestly, I could eat, so I'm down.
That's a turn. If you have plans to host a backyard BBQ this weekend, we have a dish that is guaranteed to be a hit.
I am so excited. Here to show us how it's done is James Beard award-winning pitmaster Rodney Scott,
Hi, Rodney.
Who is a judge on Food Network's Barbecue Brawl. And you can get this recipe, and you're going to want to, by scanning the QR code right on your screen.
Rodney, you have a new restaurant.
Yes.
In Nashville?
Nashville. It's
Tell
called
me.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
My partner Nick Pahakis and I, we decided to partner with Eric Church to open Chiefs on Lower Broadway.
I mean, how fun is that?
It's so much fun.
And what's on the menu?
Oh, everything's on the menu. We even have breakfast burritos on the menu, ribs, chicken.
Know breakfast burritos are generous.
Yeah, catfish. I love a breakfast burrito and a breakfast taco. Both of them.
Well, you can go either up to the 5th floor, the rooftop, or the walk-up window downstairs.
How amazing is that?
So what are we cooking today?
Today we're going to do some good day chicken. My motto is every day is a good day. I always say that.
I love that.
And
I feel that way too.
Me being a lover of meats, good day chicken is definitely on the menu.
I had a bite of this. The sauce is legit. Is that what we're going to, or is this the rub?
This is the rub, okay? All right. We start with some kosher.
Okay.
All right, got some chili powder in there.
You want me to help you?
Oh, sure.
Is this pepper?
That is black pepper.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
What's that?
Hold on. I want to tell you about this
Okay, what
in a
is
minute.
this?
This is Jesus Tears.
What?
Okay.
I'm going to have a bite.
Hey, MSG.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, MSG?
Yeah.
I just took a huge bite of it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Is that bad for you?
No.
Well, I mean,
It's
he
a
said
myth.
it's Jesus.
Is that a myth?
It
It can't
enhances
be bad,
flavor.
right?
Trust me.
Okay.
Cayenne pepper.
Okay.
I think
See?
you're fine.
You're fine.
I've never seen MSG.
I didn't know you cooked with
Yeah, me
MSG,
either.
but I just took a huge bite of it. I hope it's fine. Okay,
you're
sugar?
gonna be great.
So
It's
this
fine.
is pretty simple, right?
Onion
We're
powder,
just putting
yes.
together this rub.
Okay.
Your dark chili powder.
Well, all right, rub that
And then
together.
what do we do?
Mix this up. So you always want to make sure you get the clumps out of the brown sugar in here because it will get a little sticky on you. So when you get it together, you want to put it in an airtight container.
Okay.
And make sure you store it in a dry, cool place. Say that with me. Cool.
Yeah, I like cool place.
Cool place.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like okay, so how do we put this on? We
All
gotta
right.
keep.
So it's called a rub.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to just sprinkle it on.
Oh, that's it?
Even though it's a rub.
I'll let you guys do that.
You don't want to rub it in.
Okay.
Careful, just a little. Not
Oh,
too
sorry,
much.
not too much?
Not too much.
You don't actually rub it in. All right,
Don't
let's
rub it
keep
in.
moving because we have too much to get
All right.
to.
Then you want to take the chicken and you want to place it on your grill.
Okay. I'll do
Okay.
it for you. Ready, go.
Now see, outside grills, charcoal grills work even better.
Okay.
And the longer you let the marinade sit, the better.
Okay.
Okay?
I am
All right.
a noob in the kitchen, so
Go ahead.
should we just pour
This
that?
is white sauce. This is mayo based.
The sauce is so good.
Yes, with some honey, some black pepper.
Oh, this looks good.
Okay.
Oh.
Got mayo in there.
This looks delish.
Get your honey in there.
What is this?
That's a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Ah.
Cayenne is my thing.
Okay.
Love
Cayenne
it.
is your thing.
Cayenne in the rib rub is my thing.
I'm ruining this up.
I feel like
You
that could be
definitely
an
want that
album
chicken
name,
to cook
Cayenne and a
to
rib rub.
165 internal temp.
Okay. Oh, you
Okay.
leave it all on one side? No.
You could leave it on the one side to cook a little longer.
Okay.
Charcoal grills are way better.
All right, let's keep moving.
All right, once you
You're going to serve this.
marinated tomato salad.
Okay.
You take tomato, you want to make some wedges.
Those are heirloom?
Heirloom.
Beautiful.
They do look
Heirloom, wherever you're from. You want to make sure the wedges are able to bite. You don't want to choke on the wedges.
Okay. Adding basil.
Your basil, sweet onion,
Beautiful.
our vinaigrette,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I went in, but
Little
that
bit.
tomato is
What's
delicious.
that? Salt. Okay.
okay,
And cayenne.
cayenne. And guess what?
Yes.
Pinch of rib rub is always great on top of that
Okay,
as well.
why not? Let's go. And then
And
you
then
stir it
you
together.
make sure you get it all mixed up
And
together.
then you put that
And then
sauce
here's the
on
beautiful
that
chicken.
Drizzle it on your chicken, and you enjoy it.
Rodney, it's so
I'm
so
about to-
good.
You sure?
Really good.
All right.
To get this
You heard her.
recipe, head to today.com/food and visit Rodney.
That's
His new
juicy.
restaurant, Chiefs.
Juicy, sweet, and
Delicious.
tangy. Up next, thank you, Rodney. A performance by the world famous Radio City Rockettes. Right after this.
It's really good.
Thank you for this lunch.
It is Christmas in July, and what a better way to celebrate than with our friends, the Radio City Rockettes.
Yes, they are kicking off the 91st season of the Christmas Spectacular, which has brought holiday cheer to more than 71 million people.
And here with us are veteran Rockettes Miranda Lebar and Jordan Betcher. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so it's July, but y'all have started in September. You start in these rehearsals. What's a typical day like?
So we actually start rehearsals 6 weeks before we open, which is on November 8th this year. So we'll be starting rehearsals soon, and we rehearse 6 days a week, 6 hours a day.
What?
I know, we train just like athletes. It is very rigorous, but it's so rewarding when we're all on stage together celebrating Christmas.
How fun is that? Let's go.
What are the auditions like? I mean, are they gruesome, or do you feel like nervous the entire time?
Well, you know, it's a 3-day process where we are doing different combinations in ballet, tap, and jazz. It is rigorous, but it's so rewarding at the end. And then when we do get into the rehearsal room together, it's just so magical. And we open up this year on November 8th. We're running through January 5th, and it's really exciting.
Well, I go every year with my kids. One of the things that's amazing about the two of you is both of your sisters are also Rockettes. What was in the water at your house?
It's really amazing to share this experience with my sister. We came and saw the Christmas Spectacular together every year, so now to be performing on stage at Radio City Music Hall together is truly incredible. And also with my Rockette sisters as well. We're spending all the holidays together. It's so much fun.
Do your parents come to every show?
Not every show. I'm from Ohio, so they can't make the trip up for every single show, but they do come a lot during the season, and it's so great.
Well, we can't wait 1 second longer.
Yeah.
Here are the Radio City Rockettes with the performance of New York at Christmas time. Take it away. Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes and Santa are on sale now. Performances begin November 8th through January 5th.
Yes,
Thanks,
and
y'all.
My early Christmas wish is to do a little high kick.
Yeah, not sure we can do it.
We'll be back right after this.
Thank you, guys. That was amazing. We are celebrating Hoda's 60th birthday on August 12th, and we want to hear from you.
Yes, so if you're also turning 60 this year, go to hodaandjenna.com, hit that connect button, and tell us your story.
Can I thank Donna for hanging with me today?
Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow, y'all, we have comedian Hannah Berner.
Hilarious. Plus, Devin Simone solved your relationship dilemmas. I hope you have a great day, everybody.
Thursday.
Bye.